Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. We're here with a war video that is barely a war video because I literally only have one fight for you guys. I did 6 fights in this war, but my phone sucks and doesn't record my fights properly. So, basically, basically what happened is I did my section 1 like 2 hours or maybe like 30 minutes after the assignments came out. So like 2.5 hours into war, and I was on path 8 in section 1 and section 2 with the team of Venom, Warlock, and my newly rank 3 Doctor Doom. So I actually used Doctor Doom for 3 of my 6 fights this war. Just took him to rank 3 literally last night. And, well, not last night, the night before. Like really early in the morning at like 2 a.m. When level up started. But basically, I had such a nice war with him. I had 3 perfect fights. I never got tagged. Like that little amount of health that is lost right there, that is the only health I lost. It's just dumb. I don't know. I was a little upset because I played so well. And my first 5 fights all didn't record, so you only get to see this last fight. But because it is reaching 100 solo streak, this fight you guys get to see is the 100th fight. So I don't know what happened on the first 5 because I did it in obviously 2 sets of boosts. So first set of boosts, I used 20% green, 15% attack, 15% health. And I took a rank 3 6-star Annihilus on path 8, the first node, the one with the return policy. And I actually never removed the rod, but what I did for every single opening is I did a shallow intercept. So I just dexed his medium and then countered with a light attack literally every single time. And I just baited L1s the whole time. Because of the power lock, I actually never got to a bar of power. I stayed at like between 0.25 and 0.6 of a bar of power the entire fight. I never got that much. And all I did was bait special ones, dex him, and punish. And then whenever that wasn't enough power, obviously I had to do a shallow evade. And then my next fight was rank 3 6-star Warlock, which was the only fight I used Venom for, on the second node. And he was dead in 2 special 2s. So basically before every special 2, you just have to parry heavy to remove the armor up so that your special attack can crit. And my Venom literally ended the fight at 99% health from about, I don't know, maybe 8 parries. I just got Venom to use, I got Warlock to use special 2 every time, so that I never had to, so I could punish every special attack, and it worked out perfectly. Easiest fight in the world. And then I took on path 8, section 2, the first node, I took Storm Pyramid X 6-star rank 3 with Warlock, which was just a parry heavy fight until you get to L2. She was dead from the L2. Like I wasn't even running suicides at that point. I actually turned on suicides literally just for this one fight, this last fight, this bishop here. But yeah, Storm X just melted away using Warlock parry heavy. I didn't get many glancings on the bleed. I only got like 2 or 3, and she was dead in like 20 hits. So basically the heavy attacks and then the L2. And then in the morning, so at the same time I'm doing this, I took rank 3 6-star Venom on the second node of path 8 section 2 with Doom, and it went absolutely perfectly. I used the L1 like once or twice to control power, and then I got one L3 off, and then I threw an L2 and he was dead. Very fast fight. And then I took a rank 3 6-star Apocalypse on node 47, which is the kinetic node. And it was a beautiful fight with Doom. I kept the stagger up, which means that whenever he would go indestructible, it just got removed right away. And I baited L2s the whole fight. In total, I baited 3 L2s. I fully dexed all of them. It was a perfect fight. I threw my L3 at the end, almost killed him, and then I finished off with the hits from the L2. Didn't even need the incinerates. And then I had to wait for Diddy to fight this Jabari Panther on the Rage Mini. So I thought, okay, on the off chance that the recording fails, I'm going to end the recording and then restart it. And it's a good thing I did that because the recording did fail. And now, luckily, since this is only about a 2-minute clip, for some reason this recording saved. So now I have this fight, and I'm going to be taking rank 3 6-star Bishop on node 51, which is Power Focus 1, Unblockable Special 1, Hurt Locker. And just to let you know how this is going, I was at 94 going into this war, which means that entering this Bishop fight, I'm at a 99 streak of solos. So I literally just need to beat this Bishop, and then I will be at a 100 streak. The first time ever I've hit 100. I've been damn close. I died at 97. I died at 91. And this time I'm trying to reach 100. You see I'm very boosted, and then I use an L1 boost right there because I really, really did not want to die. Now, for some reason, no one ended up checking if this Bishop had willpower, but the strategy was the same. So I know there he does have willpower, which means I'm going to get all of my parries right here to get an infection up, and then I'm going to go parry heavy. I'm actually going to remove my face cam just for this video, or just for this fight, so that you can see what is going on with this power bar. But basically, whenever my heavy attack gets him over a bar of power, you just got to do a little bit of block tapping to make sure he never uses the special. This is the same strategy that you use with Void versus Thing bosses to get him to not throw a special attack. There's not really an extremely good way to explain it, but basically it's just something you have to practice a lot, or you just like realize over time that if you you tap your block like really quickly after you throw a heavy, so you do like 1 or 2 quick taps and then you hold block, the opponent will never throw a special attack. This is mostly only useful in war. I've tried to use it in event quests and act content. It doesn't really work against those opponents. It really only works against opponents with masteries. I don't know why this works, by the way, and if you are not comfortable trying it, do not try to replicate it, because it'll just get you comboed in the face, or you'll eat a special attack. But basically it's what I do, and it worked out really, really well there. So that guy just absolutely melted. I threw that L2, he went down. By the way, that heavy attack at the end, I think it was like 38k, something like that. It was a pretty big heavy crit. But if this Bishop had not had willpower, then I would have abused the hell out of Power Focus 1, and I would have just stayed in my own corner, dexed his medium dash, and then parried the next hit, heavy attack, straight into blocking. And all I have to do is make sure that he never throws a special one by just holding block and never letting it down until he dashes at me, in which case you dex the first hit and parry the second, and it's a free fight. So it did not matter that he had willpower there. All it did was speed up the fight. Oh, I forgot to also mention, this is against the Alliance SHBR. So these guys are not really known as a super top alliance, but they're actually 3-0 right now. So I think they're like 3rd or 4th place. So they're doing pretty well. And being 3-0, it makes sense that they would face us. But I don't really have anything else. We destroyed them this war. Like, it was not close. Currently, the score is like 8 or 9 to 2, I think, or maybe 8 or 9 to 3. My BG actually finished with 0 deaths, which was awesome. We had a donut. And then Goat had an awesome Terex boss solo with Corvus. Yes, Corvus. I don't know how. I'm just as surprised. He used an L1 boost plus big cosmic boosts, and it worked. So, yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Sorry I only had one fight for you today, but luckily it was the fight that got me over the 100 streak, so I'm happy with that. Alright, I will see you guys later. Hopefully my next war actually records.